Wow, I think you'll like this music. Now, David Lane is really branching out. This sounds like something you'd hear at the cabarets down there. Whoa! Policeman. Better not show my camera running too much. There, he's gone. David Lane's an interesting guy. We may meet him later on. He owns a station, WXAK-FM. Had it for years. Been in radio for like 40 years. A to Z is what you'll hear on that station, but you won't hear any pop. You know, crap pop, no top 40 and that shit today. So, yeah, this is the Piedmont. You know, this is both rolls into the mountain regions, which are about an hour and 15 minutes away, hour and a half to get it deep into them. We've heard of Lynchburg. Lynchburg, of course, is where Liberty University is. Jerry Falwell had started a major institution. Lynchburg's probably grown about 4 times because of it. And a couple other colleges. Lynchburg College is pretty big. Always that historical bend and appreciation for the people that come. I hear from all over the place. And at Liberty University, come off from all over the world. Probably 70, 80 different countries. But, we're on the roller coasters. So, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. Of course, fall here is drop dead gorgeous, and this year it was especially so. It just happened to work out that way. Some of the places that usually have big falls didn't. They came early and went. Down here lasted a lot longer. Mr. Truckman, go on, baby. You got it, buddy.
Playing your favorite classic rock and the best new rock. 24 hours a day.
Ready? 101.3 FM. Didn't know I did the voiceover for that, did you? Oh my God. This will take you back. Because I love you. We're going to take a little detour here. Burkeville is very, very, sort of a slight famous area during the Revolutionary War and the Civil War. But we're just going to take a little trip up, back down, and come another way. Oh, listen to this lovely song here. Wow, look at those rust buckets. All classics. Of course, timber is a monster industry, as you can well imagine here. And we're coming into Farmville corporate limits. I love you. Does that take you back? Burkeville Market. Uh-oh. What happened to it? Burkeville Market had actually been there since the early 20s. Unfortunately, a fire took half of it, and that was about the end of that. Slide through. for Victoria. Gonna come down here a little bit more. One thing you will see, big American flags out here. Very proud in that way. But yeah, this is a major area of trains. There's the 2 here, 3 here, and there's 5 on the other side you don't see. But as we come out here, we'll get back on 460.
Is it the way that I want you? Is it the way that my body
So a little detour through Burkeville.
can we persuade?
And we're gonna go at Mimo's. Been there over 60 years, actually. Longevity. Big stone plant over there, Luckstone. Richmond, 52 miles. The guys are having fun. You like riding shotgun, boys? I know I'm gonna like that. So 360 will basically take you down into area called Hall of Midlothian, and then it explodes to that. We're going to Petersburg. We're not going. But actually, if you do take that and get there, I will take a turn right here, but we're going to go through Crusin, another famous railroad town. Remember my laws, right? 3 words. After the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, we have content, distribution, and control. Well, the other thing you need is industries, and as you've seen in a lot of rural areas, you've got a mix of cheap land, which made for prisons and mental hospitals. Not all mental hospitals, but some. If the jobs are jobs, they bring a lot of money in, they bring a lot of jobs. Welcome to Nottoway County. Actually a little bit older than Lunenburg. Victoria is. What we'll be doing is we'll be coming into here, we'll go through Little Crow, we'll come by the train museums, and then we'll head back down towards Vivacious, Victoria. It certainly will be when you're there. Got the divided highways, make good time on them, getting where you want to go. There's a little mariachi restaurant, not half bad. Not many people stay in there. You like the soul music? So we slide right into Crew just like that. A lot of microwave towers, all that high-speed internet. It certainly has opened up a lot of opportunities in these areas. One of the many electric co-ops, Southside Electric Co-op. Co-ops are really big. Co-ops were very instrumental in bringing in power and bringing in electricity to the rural areas. So Blackstone, Petersburg, and Norfolk. Norfolk will take you about 20 miles from Virginia Beach, which will take you in the Atlantic Ocean. Here we are coming into Carew. Also very famous period history. during the Revolutionary War and the Civil War between the states. More so on the retreat side. There's the whole area known as the Lee's Retreat, and that basically shows after the fall of Richmond. And basic writing was on the wall. But oh, we've got a lot of cars over there. More than I've seen in a while. Do a good job with the volunteer fire departments. They're supported well. They raise a lot of money. They Bravo Italian Grill, very good eats. Good place to mangia. They have a great gorgonzola salad. And we're gonna roll through Crusin, and then we're gonna take a little run. A lot of these old houses can still be picked up for a pretty good price. And one thing about the old houses, they're made well. All right, there's a whole area, double diamond baseball. Got about 3 areas. You got a soccer field, gamer field. That's a good example of Victorian architecture you'll see everywhere, including at 1518 9th Street. And there's the Crew Railroad Museum. Really neat little area, neat little place with that. I'm just going to take a trippy drop over here. Virginia Avenue, Carter Avenue. Old Schumacher Buick many years ago. Some of the places are fixed up, some of them have not been. This actually is a very famous place. Banff Comics is known, it may be even known worldwide. If you're into comic collection, you know about BJ Banff's. Interesting guy. In fact, Ryan is a big comic guy. So Megan's boat, and so you'll see. He comes down and he makes special trips. A lot of people make special trips. Some of them 200 miles to go to that place. So we'll come up the other way here. You see this in the fall, and also in the summer with the leaves and the foliage. It's beautiful. This fall was wonderful. A lot of people said that. I wondered. That, I think that church goes back. It might have been rebuilt, but I believe it's in the 1789 range. We'll go down one more street here, give you a little idea. Crew has a lot of potential simply because it's near some major highways. There's a lot of nice areas as far as the development. There's nice architecture, and in fact, I think you'll see somebody planning their own thing right there. Good Lord, that guy looks like my grandson. Hey, is it Austin? Austin, you It's moonlighting. It's supposed to be working. Carolina Avenue. Went down Carolina this way, and we'll turn back up the other way. And a lot of stuff ties into North Carolina because obviously you're only 70, 80 miles away at this point. Even we're back where I am, you're only about 60. So we'll come up there. There's obviously a newer development, probably built in the late 90s. So you've got the two of the major correctional institutions and hospital here that kind of lend to the support of where the economy rolls. There's still, I personally think there's so many opportunities for ancillary income and profits to come, and that's really by specializing with where the history lies and where the history went. Well, anyway, we turn around and gone through the back. When we hit 49, you'll notice the Victoria sign. And I'm gonna go zoop. Take that, catch the arrow. Say goodbye to Crew. Now actually Crew has a little private airfield, as does Victoria. They used to have a very large aircraft tire manufacturing facility, about 3 blocks long. It employed about 150 people, and sadly it burned to the ground. Kind of a messy with all the tires and stuff. There's some talk whether it was intentional, whether it was arson, where what may have happened, but anyway. No one ever made determinations, but it's another example of some of the larger warehouses you'll find right outside the town. Don't want to be that far out. And now it's basically down 49, and we'll be picking up with the Doobie Brothers. And I love running over rumble strips. Down this way. As Lisa Douglas used to say, land spread not so far and wide, keep Manhattan, just give me the countryside. Whoa, love the rumble strips. Plenty of land. A lot of horsing around, going around, all types of riding, stables. No racing out here, but there are some good, there are some stud farms out where they work on horses. I kind of gather you may have done a little riding in your town. Doobie Brothers were a hell of a band. Oh, Tom Johnson, man, you can play that guitar. So if you noticed, south side, the roads, not in bad shape. A lot of towns are fairly accessible from one or two, maybe three, major highways. Some of them are out there. On the other hand, if somebody wants to go build something in 1,000 acres, there's about 20 plots for 1,000 acres that you can go buy right now. All types of different topography in that respect. The infamous David Lane doing his tagline. I did his first website. Now he's just got a web page up, not doing much. We were supposed to get together about a month ago and chat on some things that we'll see. Also, may just put his radio station up and play it just to draw people to me. All I want him to do is draw people to VictoriaCambridge.com. That's the easiest thing of VictoriaCambridge.com. Then KineticConcepts.net. Alright, always some churches around. Beautiful day, beautiful God-given day for all of us. Everybody enjoy it. Rocky on the rumble strips. Well, it looks like War Room will be coming soon. We are going to take one little detour walk as we come up on the Nottoway River. Nottoway River is another famous river within the Revolutionary and the Civil War between the states. But we get out and stretch our legs on that. We won't be at all far from Victoria, and then we'll end this little joyous voyage. But I hope you guys enjoy it, especially you, Josiah. This is a Toscata production. Yay! Well, water sports are real popular, and there are rapids down here, there's a lake down, there's a dam built up, and there's very little promotion that goes on. You can have all sorts of good things, man-made, artificial, or nature-made, but if you don't let anybody know what you're doing, don't expect anyone else to get excited about what you're doing. You've always got to be your greatest cheerleader. And there is no better example of that modern than Donald John Trump. President Donald John Trump. And again, very soon. But as you can see, we you've got houses, plenty of land in the back. Still relatively inexpensive. If you go to the north, if you go into the west, north up towards Washington, D.C., or even 50, 70, 80 miles out, or same thing to Charlottesville and that area, you're going to look at about doubling price-wise, sometimes, well, tripling. And then when you get obviously in the cities, it's astronomical, but there are deals to be had. So we're going to come around this one bend, and then we're going to take a little stop, walk out. I'm going to make that part 2. So it'll be like a 2-parter, but the last part will be real short. Anyway, I hope you and anyone else that happens to get into this thing kind of had fun riding radio and rock and rolling. Remember, there's A, B, C, D, E, F, G. There ain't no H. Music. Music is the only universal language. Math is a language all to its own. I hear that all the time. But music is the universal language. We're coming in the Darien Gap. No, thank God we're not. No illegals here, but we are coming across the Nottoway River. As we leave Nottoway and our Lunenburg, there's the dam, there's the falls. We are going to take a little turn it up, baby. Yeah. There we go. There goes David's signal. We'll shut that off right now. And give you a little idea. Oh man, got the mud running here. Oh, I got a little Bruce Coburn on. I think the CD kicked in. Anyway. This will skip all over the place. Yeah, we don't need to hear that. Alright, so we are going to come up here and we're going to step out for a second. Now this is a good example of what I feel is very, neat little niche type place. And it's just not much promotion. There's not much, really, notation, too much of what it is, any of the history, to mention any different aspects of stuff. Now, I have not been up here in about, oh gosh, maybe two years, 3 years. But give you a little idea as we walk into the sun. We watch after the wildlife here. It's real important. They'll let you fish, but if you cheat, they'll come after you. And it's very important to follow those regulations and not haul away anything that isn't correct. And we'll take a little 5-minute stroll here. You can hear the cars coming down there. Now that's the main highway. I mean, as far as cars going back and forth, because there are probably about 7 little towns in between a 55-mile radius that will all connect there. But I think we got a pretty day here for this little jaunty road. I could keep my camera a little steadier. I believe you got a fisherman over that way. Yeah, got somebody over there trying to hook something. See if we can get in close on him. Yeah, maybe not. Here we got. You could develop a lot of different entities here. Obviously kayaking comes to mind. Now this is of course where the dam's here, and you got the fishing, and then you got falls, and you got some pretty big falls on the other side. That's a little more of a rugged end terrain, kind of in and out, but I probably will do a kind of a walkthrough on that sometime. That gives you an idea. Yeah, a little birdie out there. So I can kind of see up the topography going up the hill. on that. When you have this type of, this type of situation in numerous different areas, within a 4-county, maybe 5-county area, you probably have like 15 little vistas like this. And then some wide open that have all been cleared with trees in there, but they're still pretty cool too. So anyway, a little kind of glance off the highway for a bit. And I can imagine in the summertime, there's definitely going to be more people out here. So, and we're looking back. Now it looks like that was a trestle at one time. That probably was a, it looks like that probably was a line at one point for a choo-choo train. Few choo-choo trains out here. A few choo-choo trains. So, we're gonna take this and drive it right down that trestle. No, I don't think so. Oh, we got traffic. Hi there. You're famous. Here we come off on the line. Different route. Whoa, pretty muddy here. Of course, it is a Jeep I got, right? Bum bum boom bum bim. And hey, it's Falls Road. Doop. All right, and there's the bridge in back of us. Through. Hey, Mr. Rumble Strips. This is the Earl Davis Gregory Highway. And if you ask me who Gregory Davis is, I'll have to play the fifth and say I have no clue. Which is terrible, because all I need to do is read the monument marker. Maybe we'll do that sometime. You know, it looks like the sun is nice and bright. To drive back to Victoria. Name, of course, for the Queen Victoria, the Henry Huddleston Rogers was very, very fond of. Henry Huddleston Rogers, the founder of the Virginian Railway, which is the only reason there is a Victoria, Virginia. And I just happened to have a wonderful luck and the gift of living in one of the first 3 houses that started in Maine town and were built for the railroad in 1906 to 1908 when it opened, but 1906 when they started work on it. And that was the quickest way to get the coal, which was the force of power at the time, out of the mountains of Galax in West Virginia and Virginia, up the Corner line in the southwest, out to Sills Point, the Norfolk, being tied the Tidewater area, the Norfolk, Virginia Beach, Portsmouth, about a 5 million, probably about a 5 million area now. But that's where that went out to the world. Coal was king. It's all about content distribution and control. Well, by making it the shortest route, Henry Helston Rogers gained control very rapidly. The ages of the robber barons, obviously John D. Rockefeller and Guggenheim, you know them. They have the love them and they have the love them, like them, hate them, and need them syndrome. But anyway, so we're kind of sliding back in. A bright sunny day. Yep, Eddie Albert would be happy. Land spread not so far and wide, keep Manhattan just giving a countryside. New York is where I'd rather stay. I get allergic smelling hay. I just adore a White House view. Darling, I love it, but give me Park Avenue. The stores, the chores. Fresh air, Times Square, you're my wife, goodbye city life, green acres, we are there. Well, what these have become, here's one of the larger detention facilities. They certainly provide jobs, they're important. That's Burkeville Road, that's the road we kind of came up the other way. And of course, we are getting right into Victoria, a little bit out on that. But the reason you have large industrial, like hospitals and prisons and all those things, land's cheap. Land's cheap, but it's also fairly convenient in the south side. You get a nice plot of land, you got plenty of room to build a road. And you'll probably get your project finished about 4 times faster than you would have if you insisted on being in the burbs or the cities. As if there's any more room in the cities. There's not a lot. That's another trip. You don't need a car for it because the car will just slow you down. But anyway, we have a little area. Alright, anyhow. And so it's 35, so I've got to down speed my car on Jeep. Jeeps are great. Oh, there's a black Jeep right there. It's amazing how many black Jeeps you see. We all Jeep. There's an official Jeeper right there. Jeep has a thing where they put little things on the cars to recognize each other's Jeeps, and then they go online and find them. And apparently people meet and do all sorts of stuff in that. There's a Head Start school. It's gone through a couple of different inversions, but come there, and then we are Good old Vaughn's. Yes, sirree, Babalooba. There's Vaughn's. And as you see those flags, that will tell you two things. And then you'll see Earl Pinchbeck, wonderful preacher, good friend, his church. But you see, of course, the Ten Commandments monument. And if you look at that, I don't know if you'll be able to see that or not, but it's got them all there. So I'll make a left here. And as we come up the road, I want you to notice, and I'm going to take a backside. Of course, this is, one of the things, Victoria United. It's a Methodist church. It was 1912 that was built. There's the old high school. There's the old high school. There's the new high school. And actually, what we'll do is we'll take a left. We'll take a left down here. And I'll make a Louis into here. This is the old high school. You can see the old baseball field. And actually it's on that side. Over on that side right here, that the theater is all encompassed in. And you can see the back end of it actually from the top row right there behind this wood structure. That's part of the original. The wood structure was built, I think it was built in the 40s. And it's not in great shape. Needless to say, the brick and the stones lasted a lot longer. Now we're going to get blinded by the light, so we're going to do a little Bruce Springsteen here. Whoa, mama. Woo. Right. Righty there. Can we dipsy dips and dipsy do? What could be? What can be? Who knows? If you don't have dreams, somebody said one time, you got nightmares. So take your pick. And by all means, always follow your bliss. Follow your bliss. Hey, thanks for taking a little bit of ride and time around. Now we're gonna go whip the car around park and see what the zoo's up to. That's it. There it is, the reason for my season. That house right there. All right. Say goodnight, guys. Yay! Bye.